Hi, I'm Debbie, founder of the F Cancer Method for women who refuse to wait for a diagnosis before they start living. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel and share this episode with every woman in your life who needs to hear this today, because we're talking about embracing the grey and how it can help to reduce your risk of cancer. I mean, how many of us have been dyeing our hair without a second thought to the effect it could be having on our health? Why do we even dye our hair? Well, I will tell you. Women aren't afraid of going grey. What we're afraid of is what the world will think of us when we do. But here's what you need to know, and this is what people aren't telling us. That box of hair dye you've been using for decades contains chemicals that have been linked to hormonal disruption, inflammation, and in some studies, increased cancer risk. And today we're talking about why embracing the grey isn't just a beauty choice. It can actually be the best decision you'll make to support your health and reduce your risk of getting a cancer diagnosis or any serious health condition for that matter, as well as giving you a real confidence boost. So let's look at the real reason grey hair feels scary. As women, we're conditioned from a young age to believe that getting old or going grey is a sign of getting old. So when those first grey hairs start to appear, we actually see it as a threat to our identity, a threat to how we're perceived by others, a threat to our confidence. So going grey isn't the problem, it's the fear that comes with it. But there's something far more important that I want to share, and that's the hidden health risks of our hair dye. Many permanent hair dyes contain PPD. Now, this is a known irritant linked to inflammation and increased risk in certain cancers when used long term. Dark dyes, in particular, contain higher concentrations of these chemicals. So, women who dye their hair frequently, especially over decades, are having higher exposure to these chemicals. And it's not just the dyes, it's the developers, the color boosters, the salon formulas. They all add to the toxic load that your poor liver has to process. And your scalp is one of the most absorbent parts in your body. Just think, we wouldn't drink the stuff, but we don't even think twice about rubbing it into our head every 6 weeks. Now, I was dyeing my hair for years, ever since I was a teenager, and I had no idea of the implications it was having on my health or my hormones, or even increasing my risk of getting a cancer diagnosis in the future. But then I began to learn about chemicals and toxins. I started hearing about parabens and phthalates, all of these ingredients that are in so many of our so called beauty products that we're using to make us look young, but are in fact risking our health and our longevity. So I, for one, made the decision to stop dyeing my hair. And if you want to learn more about my own journey of embracing the grey, just ask to join my online living magazine, Dear Debbie. I've written an article on the whole subject, and you can join us in our group discussions in our closed Facebook community. But making the decision to go grey comes from having the confidence of knowing who you are and not worrying about what other people think of you. And when you do finally embrace the grey, it's such a liberating feeling. You feel free, you feel lighter, you feel your authentic self because your natural colour is bound to suit you. If you just give it a chance to shine through, you'll find you absolutely love it. Now, at the F Cancer Immersion held annually in Mallorca, we talk a lot about this because it's not just what goes into your body, it's how you see yourself. You'll learn how to reduce your toxic load, how to support your liver in detoxing all of these unwanted chemicals, and how to move through life and a new level of confidence. And as a byproduct, what comes with that is a new form of prevention against future illnesses. Now, next week, we're going much deeper because confidence and courage has become a big part of my life lately. And there's a reason for that. Episode 9 is called My Mum's Story. And it's all about what her cancer journey taught me about life, health, and courage. It's personal, it's emotional, and it's the reason the F Cancer method even exists. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share this with all the women in your world who need to hear this important message. I'll see you next Sunday at 7 p.m. Bye for now.